Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Drunken Hubby. I invite you to hit that subscribe button, click the bell icon so you can get notified whenever I drop a new video, and while you're at it, go ahead and smash that like button. Alright, so this week I was in the ABC store, and I was originally going to do the Fireball whiskey, but I was thinking, since I did a Scotch whiskey, the blended Scotch, I wanted to take a look in the blended Irish whiskey area. So I was in the Irish whiskey section of the ABC store, and I came across this bottle for $10. Old Mill Stream. This was on sale. Well, after taxes, it was about $10. So, all in all, I don't think that's a bad deal. But when I got it home and further inspected it, I realized that it's not even Irish whiskey. It's not even from Ireland at all. It's made and bottled in Kentucky. So it's an American blended whiskey, and it doesn't say what it's blended with. It's very generic, doesn't have a lot of information on it. It does say 40% alcohol, which is 80 proof. It says bottled by Crosscloth Distillers Company from Bardstown, Kentucky. And has a seal on the back saying with a distinctive taste. It just says blended whiskey with natural flavors and caramel color. So, and it's a plastic bottle, so it might just be a cheap whiskey. We're about to find out, right? Alright, so we're going to crack this open. I don't know about, oh, it's got a pourer in it. I don't know about y'all, but I like more of a satisfying crack when I pop a seal on any bottle. That one wasn't all that very satisfying. It doesn't smell entirely like whiskey. I mean, I can smell the whiskey in it, but it smells like something else is in it too. Let's pour it. I don't know about y'all who are watching. Certain alcohol smells sometimes get my mouth watering. Now, you got the good mouth water, then you got the bad mouth water. I don't know about this one. I think this one's going to be a bad one. It's pungent. It's strong. A very strong alcohol smell. Here we go. It's not smooth. It burns all the way down. That is not smooth. Ugh. I can taste a little bit of the whiskey, almost a bourbon, soury type thing, but I can't figure out what the other thing is. It's not really pleasant. I'm not liking it straight. So if it's alright, y'all, I'm gonna mix it. Personally, I feel like whiskeys and other brown liquors go better with like root beers or colas. So I'm gonna do a Dr. Thunder. We all know what that's supposed to be. By the way, I remind you that I am not in any way sponsored by any of the brands you see in my videos as of this recording. Let's see if that'll help. Alright. It's still pungent. That's better. It's still not. It doesn't. I don't know. I just don't feel like this particular brand tastes good. I guess maybe if you just want something cheap to get drunk off of, maybe. If you're getting whiskey specifically to mix, then maybe you would want to do a cheap one like this. This isn't something personally that I would want to do neat. For those of you who don't know, neat just means straight, not mixed. It'll get you drunk though. Excuse me. So, this week I want to rant a little bit. My beloved, she tagged me in a post on Facebook. It was a cute little post. Said, find you a person that loves you more than they love themselves. And I thought that was cute. I guess she figures that, she knows I love her so much more than I love my own self. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'll explain why in a minute, and what my rant is about. To me, that's an expression. That's not saying I got lost. Pardon me, y'all. That alcohol's already getting. Alright, so the post was cute and I liked it. I felt, happy that my beloved knows that I love her so much. I love you, Amy. Thanks for your support. And thanks for you always being there and encouraging me. I just want to shout out to you, my love. I love you so very much, and always will. But anyway, she tagged me in the post, and I tagged back, telling her I love her more than myself, because to me she is the biggest part of myself, and to me she's the part of me that I can't live without. Alright, so after some time I noticed there's another comment in there from someone else on Facebook, basically making disparaging remarks about people having that kind of relationship. Apparently, somehow they got under the impression that a love like that is a one-sided relationship, and that the one looking for someone that loves them more than himself just wants to use them. I'm sorry, but I have to disagree with that. That is not what that means. That's not what that is. That just means you want somebody that's going to put you above their own self the same way, hopefully, you do for them. You put them above your own self. And in that way, the love from both of you is 100%. But somehow they got it twisted and thought it was started making all kinds of remarks like, this is revolting, the sentiment is revolting, and blah blah blah, and people just put each other and blah blah blah, and it made me angry. So first of all, there's people on this post, on this page, they go there to share their feelings for their loved ones in a public forum. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's all positive vibes and spreading the love. Hashtag spread the love, everybody. But anyway, this person goes on there and leaves a rather negative comment. And I felt the need to post back. I'm not going to get into it because, it seemed like it was going to turn into one of those Facebook feeds. And I don't have time for that. So I ended up blocking that person. But it gets me mad when people mock or denigrate others for their particular relationship dynamics. Let's speak on that for a second, relationship dynamics. The dynamic is basically just how your relationship works. Here's an example. Some of you might have an old school style relationship where the man might go to work, make the money, come home, and give his wife the check. She pays the bills, and the house has already been cleaned. There's nothing inherently wrong with that, as long as both people mutually consented to this type of relationship. That's how their relationship works. It works for them, and they're happy in their roles. In that case, there's nothing wrong with it. Vice versa, you have some relationships where the woman doesn't want to handle the money. She just wants to stay at home, do whatever, and be a housewife while the husband does all the other stuff. Again, if both people in the relationship are happy in their roles and it's mutual consent to it, there's nothing wrong with that. Then you have the other kind of relationship that's on the other spectrum. Maybe the man is a stay-at-home husband or father. He cleans the house, pays the bills for the wife while she goes out and she brings the bread home. She works hard. Again, if they're happy with that, who are you to argue with it and say they're wrong? Don't go judging people and be based on their relationship preferences. You know? Maybe you're in a same-gender relationship, a same-sex marriage. Okay, that's you. If that's what you're happy with and both people are consenting age and both consent and are happy, no one else has the right to judge that. Excuse me. The only time I take offense at certain kind of relationships is one of the people in that relationship are being abused or forced into the relationship in some way, or underage. I don't tolerate that kind of stuff. Now, if I see something like that, I'm going to say something. And if you don't like it, oh well. That's my right to say it. First of all, shouldn't anybody be in a relationship with someone that is not of legal consenting age? And even then, just because something might be legal, because you got some places where legal age for Maryland, it's 16. Just because something might be illegal doesn't mean you should do it. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Personally, this is my personal belief, and I think a lot of people share and agree with this one. If you're 18 and above, you have no business being in a relationship with anybody younger than you. 18, you're considered an adult legally. So you have no business being in a relationship with anyone 17 or I don't care if they're about to be 18. No. If they're not yet 18, then you should not be with them. Now, maybe you're in a situation where y'all were already in a pre-existing relationship before you turned 18. I can sort of understand that. But at least have the courtesy to not do anything with that person until they're that age with you, and wait for them. Wait. It's not going to kill you to wait. I think a lot of the younger generation, part of the problem with a lot of things is you're not patient. You don't know how to wait. I can tell you firsthand right now, if I had waited, I would have avoided a lot of the negative experiences I had in my past. If I'd have just listened to my mom and waited and had patience. But I was young, stupid, and impatient. Anyway, I'm getting off track. I don't like when people go out of their way and they'll go into like online communities or online posts dealing with certain things, that obviously they already don't like. They go out of their way to look for these things that they don't like, and they'll go and post negative stuff on it. Why? If you don't like it, leave it alone. Just because you don't like something doesn't mean you gotta try and make a hard time or a bad situation for others that do. I can't stand that kind of person. It pisses me off. I'm sorry to use that language, but it really does. Just because you don't like something doesn't mean you gotta try and take it away from someone else. If a certain type of relationship isn't for you, okay, boo-hoo, so what? It does work for other people, and for those that it does work for, leave them the hell alone. They're not you, you're not them. Does everybody like ketchup? No. Does everybody like beer? No. Does everybody like chocolate? No. Does everybody like ice cream? Surprisingly, no. Not everybody likes ice cream. My point is valid, though. Not everybody fits the same shoe. So not everybody is going to be happy in the same kind of relationship dynamic that you think is okay. You know, I guarantee you, a lot of those people going and doing it and pushing their negative views in those situations, if someone were to try to force their religion down that person's throat, they'd have a conniption fit. I guarantee it. You gotta start thinking how you would want somebody else to react towards your situation. Do you want someone going and shoving their beliefs down your throat? No. Well, then don't do it to other people. Treat other people the way you want to be treated. You want people judging you or judging certain things about you or what you believe? No. Then don't go doing it to other people. There are certain things that I believe religiously, politically, and personally. Just gonna have a little more. That a lot of people wouldn't agree with. Does that bother me that a lot of people won't agree with it? No. Am I going to go and shove it down anybody's throats? No. If I'm saying something on this channel that you don't particularly like, it's okay for you to disagree. I might disagree with you. I still love you as a human being. We just have to agree to disagree. And that's the approach we really need to start taking with things. My religious views are going to be different from so many other people's. Am I going to go and say hateful, hurtful things to other people about their beliefs? No. Am I going to take my religious book, which is the Bible, and beat them over the head with it? No. From my standpoint, my God says don't do that. You know, according to my God, I'm just supposed to live as an example according to his laws and not force it on other people. I can share you my beliefs. I've had people say, you know what, I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to hear it. I shut up and I go away and go about my business. That's how everyone else in this world really should be. Someone says they don't want to hear what you have to say, okay. Leave it alone and go on to the next person. Maybe the next person might want to hear it. Maybe they won't. There's no sense trying to beat yourself or other people up about it. And I mean that figuratively, of course. I do not condone violence of any kind. Unless you are having to defend yourself. That's something for another day anyway, entirely. Whew. I'm feeling a little bit tipsy, y'all. Yeah, that stuff will definitely get you drunk. I can still taste the whiskey notes behind the soda. There's still, I still can't for the life of me figure out what the other alcohols they blended in with that. I want to say Everclear, but I can't say for sure. I feel like as a whole, whiskey should probably be a little darker than this, maybe. I don't feel like whiskey should really be this light. You be the judge, though. Do you think this is a good deal? Taste-wise, I think I'll use that for mixes. There I am getting off track again, y'all. But this is the Drunken Hubby. This is what you tune in for, right? Y'all want to see me slur my speech and talk kind of weird. Is that what you want to see? But I've been wondering, off topic, I'm going to change the subject. I've been wondering, what is it that you as a viewer want to see me do on my channel? I know I have a different discussion every week, and if you're just tuning in, if you're new, my main theme is spread the love. But I want to see and hear what y'all think. What do you want to see me try to drink? What do you want to see me talk about? I have a few games on my PC. Do you want to see me play video games? Just to name a few, I've got Warframe, World of Warships, War Thunder, Star Trek Online. It's just to name a few. I think I've got Grand Theft Auto 4. I've got Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 3. I've got Star Wars Battlefront 2, but that one is so laggy on my computer. I don't know if I'd be able to screen capture and then stream it, so I'm not sure if that would work on this. I have an older computer, so I can't really handle a lot of that stuff. I mean, just let me know what y'all want to see, in my content. What kind of content do you want to see? Heck, I've got something called Frostpunk. I've got Sims 3 and 4. I've got Star Wars The Old Republic. I've got Grand Theft Auto Vice City port on here. It doesn't play too good, but I've got The Raft. I've got Mad Max. I've got a few things on here. Yeah, I've got a lot of games. Maybe you're into an RTS type thing. I've got StarCraft 2, and not so widely known one called Warzone 2100, which is pretty interesting. I've even got a few Telltale games. Anyway, back on subject. People that go out of their way and look for groups that they hate or dislike and leave negative, disparaging, hurtful, hateful comments, that really irks me, that pisses me off. Because, think about it. If you don't like a specific group, alright, and all of a sudden you find yourself on a group that's talking about that thing that you hate and you're commenting on it, you kind of had to go out of your way to find that. Because people that don't like things, their natural inclination is to avoid it and not have anything to do with it. It's like, you get some people that don't like rap, right? Let's say someone who doesn't like rap goes on YouTube and they look up every rap video they can find and make a hateful comment on it. Why? What's the point? Or maybe it's a person who doesn't like cooking videos and they'll go on YouTube making hateful comments on every cooking video they can find. Why? Y'all get the point. Y'all are intelligent. Y'all understand what I'm trying to say. But more to the root of this whole thing is, if you're in a relationship, whatever dynamic that works between you and your significant other, that is between you two. Every relationship is unique and beautiful in its own right. So whatever works for you two and keeps the both of you happy and together and joyful, keep doing that. And on a side note, all of you couples out there need to stop worrying about what other people think. Maybe you're a wife or a girlfriend and you go to your boyfriend or spouse or girlfriend, whatever relationship you're in, your significant other, and you're like, well, I want to do this to my hair or this to my clothes because so-and-so said I look blah blah blah. Stop it. Stop it. You're not even in a relationship with those other people. What does it matter what they think? Stop worrying about what other people think. Maybe certain people don't like your significant other. So what? Are you happy with them or are they happy with you? Do they treat you right? Do they respect you? Do they love you? Do they go out of their way to show you they love you? Because it doesn't matter how many times a person says they love you. Their actions are going to show you. Do they take the time and spend time with you? When you want their attention, do they stop what they're doing and make time for you to give you the attention you need? Do they help build you up? Do they encourage you? Do they help you kind of nudge you out of your comfort zone to improve yourself? If they exhibit these qualities and they don't ever do anything purposely to hurt you, and that's something else that's on another subject altogether that I'm probably going to forget to do anyway. If someone hurts you, take a minute to calm down before you make any decision. And try to look at the evidence, all of it, impartially. Did they do it intentionally? Or did they make a mistake? If they made a mistake, try not to punish them too harshly. If they did it on purpose, then you need to judge. Are they actually sorry and repentant after the fact? Or have they made it clear under known circumstances that they're not going to change? And they don't care. So if they don't care, and if they truly don't care and they've made up in their minds they're going to keep doing that thing that hurt you, forgive them anyway for your own sake, but it might be time to move on, because that is a very bad sign of a very toxic relationship that's just going to end up leaving you hurt, especially if they don't care. Because if a person is going to, they know it hurts you and they've decided they're going to keep doing it anyway, I mean, come on. That's a clear sign they obviously don't care too much. Doesn't matter how much they say they care. They don't care if they're going to keep doing that thing that they know hurts you. And always remember, there's a difference between willfully doing something and someone who just subconsciously doesn't understand or doesn't know how to stop whatever behavior that is they're doing. There's two different things. Anyway, I'm still getting way off track again. You know, this is the Drunken Hubby for you. I start with one topic and end up 3 or 4 topics later down the line as something else. I'm gonna leave it at that, y'all. Cause yeah, I don't think I can take much more of that right now. I'm gonna touch on that next week. If you If you want to see me start trying to leave daily videos, let me know in the comments, because I've been thinking about that. Maybe I might do some gaming videos to see how that takes. Just please let me know in the comments what kind of content you want to see here on the Drunken Hubby. As long as it's family friendly, go ahead and suggest it. I'll give it a shot. All right. And with that, I'll see you later. Bye.